So the incompetent Trump sycophant FBI director, Kash Patel, has been testifying the last couple days on Capitol Hill. And, you know, his conduct in these hearings has been so embarrassing, so disgusting, so contemptible. If he had worked for any other president and behaved in this manner, he'd be fired. No doubt about it. Anyway, before I comment any further, I want to play you a clip. This is an exchange between Kash Patel and Democratic Congressman Eric Swalwell, who is asking him about the Epstein files. So take a look at this, and I got a couple of comments.
Did you tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files? Yes or no?
Why don't you try spelling it out?
Yes
if you're gonna mock
or no,
me.
Director?
Use the alphabet.
Yes or no?
No? A, B, C,
Director,
D, E, F?
it sounds like you don't want to tell us. Did you tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name was in the Epstein files?
Why don't you try serving your
Director,
constituency by focusing on reducing violent crime in this country and the number of pedophiles that are illegally harbored in your sanctuary cities in California? I'll work with you on that.
Regular order, Mr. Chairman.
Director,
I belong to the gentleman from California.
Did you tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files?
The question has been asked and answered.
You've not answered it, and we will take your evasiveness as a consciousness of guilt.
First of all, to my earlier point about this man's conduct, I think it's not even debatable that if he had worked for any other president and conducted himself in this way, he would be fired. No doubt about it. But he's doing this for a couple of reasons. Number one, to please Donald Trump. Donald Trump loves this. All right? That's obvious. But number two, the cult loves this. And I think Kash Patel, stupid though he may be, is at least smart enough to know that, you know, FBI directors are appointed to 7-year terms. There's not a chance in hell that he remains FBI director after Donald Trump leaves office. Unless, of course, another MAGA, God forbid, wins the presidency in 2028. But if a Democrat wins in 2028, there's not a chance in hell that Kash Patel will remain as director of the FBI. And so he understands that the key to riches, if you are a MAGA like him, the key to riches is entertaining the cult and getting the, you know, making sure that the cult loves you. And this is also, you know, fan service for the cult, with an eye towards when he leaves office, you know, going back to the podcasting world where he can make a lot of money. So there's that. It's also, what was he talking about here? The Epstein files. He was stonewalling on the Epstein files. Obviously, this is about the cover-up. Substantively, this is all about the cover-up. Donald Trump is in those files. Kash Patel knows he's in those files. We all know he's in those files. Pam Bondi told him he was in those files. Whatever it is that Donald Trump did with Jeffrey Epstein to children, it is bad. So bad that I believe there is nothing that Donald Trump would not do to keep it secret. So this was about the continued cover-up of Trump's involvement with Jeffrey Epstein and whatever it is he did to young girls. Finally, I'd like to point this out. You saw his behavior, his refusal to answer questions, his horribly disrespectful behavior. If this were a healthy republic, what would happen is he would be held in contempt of Congress, and he would be referred to the Department of Justice for prosecution. That's what would happen. He is not complying with the subpoena of Congress. Just showing up isn't good enough. You have to show up and answer questions. He's not answering their questions. He should be held in contempt and referred to the DOJ for prosecution. We know that neither of those things are going to happen. And even if this took place 2 years from now, when hopefully Democrats control Congress, if this were to happen, and you know what? I don't even know if they have the stones to hold him in contempt. And you know what? If they don't, if Democrats win in the midterms, and they don't even have the stones to, if this exact sort of scenario happened again, if they don't have the stones to hold him in contempt of Congress, then we're screwed. I mean, just electing Democrats isn't going to be enough. We need to elect Democrats in huge numbers, and they have to fight. Just electing them ain't enough. They need to fight. Anyway, but even if it were to happen, and they held him in contempt of Congress, it's not like this DOJ would prosecute him, obviously. But you know what? I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud here. I don't know what the statute of limitations is for the crime of contempt of Congress. So it's possible you can hold him in contempt of Congress and he could be prosecuted later when hopefully a Democrat is president. But anyway, this is a seriously sick republic right now. And remember, the American people voted for this. They voted for Donald Trump. They voted for Donald Trump to populate the government with people like Kash Patel. They voted for this. We're a fucking laughing stock around the world as we descend into authoritarianism here at home. We are watching it in real time. We are losing our republic in real time. Anyway, before I go, I was just walking behind my barn to record this, and I startled some turkeys. And I know you guys like it, or many of you do, when I share some video of the wildlife I encounter. And I have a turkey that returns to my property, one part of my property, every year to lay her eggs and to take care of her chicks until they're big enough and they all leave. And I didn't see them in the spring. They're usually here in the spring, but she had some chicks late in the season, and they're still here. I think there's about 4 of them left. They started out with, I don't know, 8 or 9. She's down to 4. Anyway, here's a little of the turkeys. Take a look. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and as always, I thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon.